Let's take a look at document H. Our source is William E. Lechenberg. Not somebody we're familiar with, so it doesn't matter, but we can see that it comes from a book called The Pearls of Prosperity, written in 1958, so this is going to be a secondary source. It says, with debt no longer regarded as shameful, people bought on installment. 3 out of every 4 radios were purchased on the installment plan, 60% of all automobiles and furniture. In other words, consumers bought goods on installment at a rate faster than their income was expanding. But it was inevitable that a time would come when they would have to reduce purchases, and the cutback in buying would sap the whole economy. So Lichtenberg here is talking about this process of buying on installment. And you should ask yourself if this is something you can use as a cause of the depression. What happens with installment is it makes an imbalance between consumption and production, that supply and demand curve that we looked at earlier. Producers don't get the early signal that supply is outrunning demand. Second, when and if some workers are laid off, they are not able to complete their installment purchases. This further cripples business. On the other hand, Americans today are very involved in buying on credit, which is a close relative of installment buying. Done in moderation, it boosts consumer spending. The problem is when the economy slows down, workers are laid off, and a large number of consumers begin to default on their payments. So this would help go through that process that we looked at in previous documents. Up here, this speculation and things becoming overpriced, and it shakes confidence. That's different because it's stocks, but the bottom part about fewer sales, production layoff, unemployment, that is going to happen here as well. With installment buying, at some point, somebody can't finish that installment buying. That product is still sitting there. Production slows down. Workers are laid off. Those workers can't continue to make their purchases, which they maybe started on installment plans, and it's a domino effect going downhill.